mock draft.
It is an NBA mock draft.
To be honest with you, I thought you were doing it alone.
Well, I was gonna do it alone, but like this way I thought was gonna be faster. Alrighty. So right here we have the NBA mock draft. They should have the official pick stuff, but we're gonna run through this and just do a mock draft. If you guys think there's somebody that we should draft that you guys want to draft, let's just hear them in the comments. So let's get right into it. Obviously, first pick is gonna be Victor Wembanyama. We're gonna do that right here. They say the Spurs right here have the second pick. I say that they would go for Scoot Henderson right here. You agree with that?
The San Antonio Spurs
With the second pick?
I think they'll go Brandon Miller, but Scoot Henderson, yeah.
Really? You think they'd go Brandon Miller? I don't think so. He fits right there. I think the Rockets. Well, okay, Rockets. Amon Thompson or Brandon Miller?
Okay.
Who do you go? Amon Thompson? Do you need the point
I'll
guard?
go Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
And yeah, I think you're right. But Scoot to the Spurs, that works.
Because they need a point guard.
So we're off the Trey Jones.
Hornets, take Amon Thompson because he's the best player available. Pacers, I think they would take Jarace Walker because they need a big, and he's a freaking dog. 6'8", 233, small ball 5, power forward, next to Shaedon Sharpe. Then we go over here, Orlando. I feel like they'd either go Cam. I think they go Cam Whitmore here to pair up with Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero. And that'd be a really good pick right there.
We're not supposed to draft by positions.
Yeah, and I know, but he's one of the better players available. Over here, this is where it gets difficult. I don't know if my Wizards take the Anthony Black, Asar Thompson, or Keontae George. I think they go Kassan Wallace because he's the most pro-ready here, and they're just going to keep trying to do that, getting pro-ready guys. I think Asar Thompson fits exactly what Indiana's doing. He's arguably the best player available right here. I think Anthony Black is, but from a scout's perspective, they already have a point guard. Throw in Asar Thompson with Benedict Mathurin, Chris Duarte, Andrew Nembhard. You see that?
I no, but
who would you take?
Asar I think he honestly might be better than his brother when it's all said and done.
Who, Asar?
Yeah.
I mean, he's more of the wing. And then with the 9th pick, the Utah Jazz, I could see who do you think they would go? Nick Smith, Keontae George, or Anthony Black? I think Anthony Black would be such a Utah pick. So Utah gets
a great pick.
It's a great pick. Keontae George, I think Taylor Hendricks is the guy of the Mavs. They need front court help. It's either Grady Dick, Taylor Hendricks, Nick Smith, or Keontae George. I think Taylor Hendricks is the most impactful guy they can get right here. 6'9". Front court help, plays defense.
All right.
Then over here, if I'm OKC, I'm thinking you need Grady Dick. This team can't shoot threes.
Ooh.
Take him there. Then at 12, I could see right here, like a guy like Keontae George or Nick Smith to the Magic. Who you doing?
Sure.
Who, George or Smith?
I don't know, dude. You're the Magic
Okay.
I'll let you
I personally think I would rather take George. He's more defense, fits there. I see Nick Smith going to the Toronto Raptors. They need a scorer. He replaces Gary Trent Jr.
Finally.
And then
Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, because Gary Trent Jr. is going into free agency.
Just casually.
No, but if he walks, they have a replacement.
Okay.
Jalen Hood-Schifino fits what the Pelicans are dealing. He can replace Josh Richardson if he leaves.
That would be so perfect, actually.
He's a 1-3-3 guy.
Perfect pick. That's an A+ pick.
Hawks need more shooting. Jet Howard, perfect for them. Then Minnesota, I think they need a guy like Dariq Whitehead, modern-day 3-and-D wing. Over here, Lakers, I think Lakers go for a guy maybe like
all the way down.
I was going to say like Chris Murray, a guy who's 21 years old, who's going to be an impact player. We saw what his brother did. I see this guy kind of like a Marcus Morris type player.
It would be awesome for the Lakers. I'd be very pleased with that pick.
G.G. Jackson going to the Miami Heat. This just screams Miami. Don't you agree? Screams. Then over here, Rockets get another wing, thick boy wing, and Bryce Sensabaugh.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Golden State, you think they go big or a wing?
Oh my God, I would love Maxwell Lewis on the Golden State Warriors.
That's what I'm thinking right there. And then over here, I think more shooting for the Nets and Jordan Hawkins. Then Kyle Filipowski, another pick for the Nets. I think they want a big. He's been compared to Naz Reid. Then you go over here, Rain Rupert. I could see him being another wing that they would like to bring in the Blazers. I compare him to OG Anunoby.
Sneaky pick, yeah.
Noah Clowney. I think he could be a big to help Sabonis out on defense.
Okay.
Then we go over here. I think this screams a Grizzlies pick. He grew from 6'2 to 6'10, former point guard, shortened power forward. They compare him to Lamar Odom, Leonard Miller. Screams Grizzlies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Then I know Khalil Ware returned to college. Derek Lively, we don't know what the center, if they move on from Miles Turner. Derek Lively.
They just paid the man.
Yeah, but to trade him.
I think that would have happened 3 years ago.
Hornets did draft Amen Thompson, but I think them drafting Taquavian Smith because he's the best player available would make sense.
I love him.
Then over here, the Utah Jazz draft Colby Jones, who I say is a mix of Josh Hart and Draymond Green, into a wing.
Yeah, he's sweet.
CD Sissoko.
What team did he just go to?
The Utah Jazz.
Ooh, cool.
Then I have here the Pacers taking Sidi Sissoko from France. Pretty dope guy. I think he played in the G League Ignite, though. Then over here with the last pick, I see the Clippers taking Marcus Sasser, a defensive first player.
Love it.
Now, we'll go through the second round. I'm just going to show you what I do. Pistons take Jalen Wilson because they need a big body. Pacers take Julian Strawther for more shooting. Spurs take Dylan Mitchell for his 6'9" size. We got Bilal Bali, I can't even say that, from France going to the Hornets. I could see Imani Bates going to the Celtics. James Nanji could go to the I don't think that would. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Wow.
Magic take as a draft and stash type guy. Amari Bailey to Sacramento. Thunder take maybe like a Kobe Bufkin. Then you have the Hornets back on the clock. They maybe take like a Brandon Podizemski.
They have a ton of picks.
Then Hami Jaquez goes to a team like
Triple
the Denver
J.
Nuggets. Terrence Shannon to a team like the Wizards. You go back over here. I think a guy like Keontae George could fit what the Hornets are doing. They have a lot of picks. Blazers have another pick. I could see them going for a guy like, Nikola Drusic. Then you have as well, the Spurs are back on the clock, depending on who's there. I could see them going for, it gets a bit difficult because you don't know who's going to go where. But Mojave King, if he's really in the draft, I could see the Spurs being interested in him. Then you go over here. I think the rest, it starts to become a crapshoot right here, guys, to be honest. Tracy Jackson Davis.
I was hoping he kept falling.
Deron Holmes. Lakers, I could see going for a guy like, honestly, if Arthur Kaluma, he's like a multi-positional 6'8" power forward. Coleman Hawkins, maybe if they want to back up big right there. Clippers, Judah Mintz could be a good pick. If Ricky Council goes into the draft, I could see them going for him. The Brooklyn Nets, I think they would go for a guy like Andre Jackson Jr. I could see the Suns going for a guy like Jordan Walsh who can shoot some threes. Then you have over here, it starts to become a crapshoot because you don't know. Maybe the Wolves take Tristan Vucevic. And then you have guys like Isaiah Wong still in the draft who can provide some defense. And I think it starts, Juan Nunez could be a good draft and stash for them. Then you have even more guys like Jalen Clark's hurt. I think he's going to stay. I'm trying to see if there's any other guys out there. I heard this guy is going up on the draft boards. Tyler Burton was the guy who was flying up the boards earlier in the year, especially last year. I could see him getting drafted. And the Sixers, and then that was the draft.
I would love if that's how the draft concluded.
2 picks, ignore them because that's not actually going to be how it goes. And I think this is the last.
Give the Bucks give them another Triple J.
All right, this is the 2023 mock draft. Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, Eamon Thompson, Jarace Walker, Cam Whitmore, Kassan Wallace, Sarr Thompson, Anthony Black, Taylor Hendricks, Grady Dick, Keontae George, Nick Smith, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Jet Howard, Dariq Whitehead, Chris Murray, Gregory Jackson II, Gigi Jackson, also he's known as Bryce Sensabaugh, Maxwell Lewis, Jordan Hawkins, Kyle Falkowski, Rayan Rupert, Noah Clowney, Leonard Miller, Derek Lively II, Taquavian Smith, Colby Jones, C.D. Sissoko, Marcus Sasser.
Dude, I love Jalen Wilson going to what team was it? Detroit?
Yeah.
I love that so much. I absolutely love that.
No, I thought it was a good pickup too. I agree with that. It was a good idea. I thought it was nice.
Another shout out Troy Weaver, man. You did another great job. Draft.
You didn't like the draft? You didn't like Greco Frico? You didn't like that? I thought it was I thought that was pretty recent. I think the players on there. Let me know.
Draft,
man. I think that was good. I felt like it was realistic, and some of the picks I did off of best player available, and then the other ones with what they're trying to build is what I also, because people don't realize, is once you get outside of the top 5 picks, teams are it's a crapshoot. Teams are trying to get guys that fit the team identity that they're trying to build or continue to build. So that's why I had those choices.
A lot of teams don't know how to draft.
All right. So did we want to save? Also, I did that in 10 minutes. I'm really proud of myself.
Nice.